How's it going, everyone? So, now that I have finished playing Super Mario Sunshine, I decided to do a little bit of a review about it. So, I've already said this throughout the videos, like all of the gameplay videos, but I was playing this on the Switch. So, I bought the Super Mario 3D All Stars, mostly because I had never played Sunshine or Galaxy, and Sunshine I have bought on the GameCube, but I haven't set up my GameCube or I haven't played anything in years. Yeah, I don't think I own Galaxy at all. So just basically for the nostalgia factor, I decided to buy it. And you've already seen in some of the other videos, I've already played through Mario 64. So that's the reason why I decided to start playing Sunshine. Now, one thing I will say is that the controls of this game I had quite a few issues with, but I don't know if that's necessarily the game's fault. I think that it's more so my Joy-Cons that, they disconnect and the buttons don't respond sometimes. Um, I don't know if anybody else has that problem with their Switch, but I do have that issue quite a bit. But that resulted in a lot of like frustrating gameplay where I'd hit the jump button and then Mario wouldn't jump, or, it would take a few seconds for him to jump. So stuff like that was really frustrating. Um, Now, I have heard that the GameCube version is better than the Switch version, but having said that, I did watch a video recently on Watch Mojo that declared Super Mario Sunshine the worst Nintendo game of 2002. So I don't I don't know how much better the GameCube version is. And even in the video, they're like, Mario Sunshine isn't that bad of a game, but compared to some of the other Nintendo releases that came out, it was the worst of the bunch, basically. In that same video, they also mentioned that the Super Mario All Stars or 3D All Stars was the worst Nintendo game of 2020. I don't know if I would go that far. Well, I mean, I haven't looked at all of the Nintendo releases, but they did say in that video that both the 64 and the Sunshine on there were just both not very good, basically. And yeah, I can kind of see where they're coming from. So just to talk a little bit about the levels. So the first level, which was called, I think, Bianco Hills, I was reading an IGN article recently that said it was naming the top 10 Mario levels of all time, so from any Mario game. And they actually put Bianco Hills number 6 all time in terms of Mario levels. So I'm just going to read a little bit of what they wrote in the article. It says Super Mario Sunshine, unlike so many other Mario games, made a daring choice with its setting. A tropical island divided into individually themed biomes, all centered around a relaxing vacation gone wrong. Bianco Hills is easily the most iconic of these, especially as it's the first level you visit. This believable, pleasant little Pianta town invites the player to test out their new flood capabilities throughout its multiple layers. Now, I don't know how they rank this level number 6 in terms of all time Mario levels. Like, just going up the list, number 7 was Giant Land from Super Mario Bros. 3. And that level, in my opinion, is way more memorable and exciting than Bianco Hills. Some of the other ones they had much higher on the list, they had a couple of levels from Super Mario World. I'm also not a big fan of Super Mario World, not gonna lie, but even those I would say are better than Bianco Hills. They also had Bowser's Fury on the list from the new Super Mario 3D World, and that's a game that I haven't actually played, so I can't judge it either way. But to have this level number 6, I don't even think it's the best level in the game. Like, in my opinion, Bianco Hills was just, it was boring. There was nothing to do. Like, you're jumping on the wires, and the wires are frustrating. Um, the water stuff just wasn't very fun. I don't know. I did not enjoy that level at all, and it honestly almost made me quit the game. Like, I would say that the Pinna Park level is the best level in the game. It had a lot of variety, there was a lot of different stuff to do, and yeah, it was a way better level overall. So, another thing, another complaint, I guess, would be the secret levels. They're just not fun. They were really frustrating. And again, I don't know if that's because of my Switch controller or like my Joy-Cons, I should say, or what it is, but the platforming was just so difficult, and the rotating blocks and the cubes, and I don't know, I just could not stay on those platforms at all, and they were so frustrating. Another frustrating one, when I was doing the extra shines, the pachinko level. I had no control over Mario in that level, and I just fluked getting those 8 red coins. There were a couple that were pretty easy to get, but then there were some where I just had no control over Mario, and I just sort of free-falled, crossed my fingers, and hoped for the best. And then there was the leaf shine as well. Oh my gosh, trying to blow that leaf with the water gun and trying to get those red coins was next to impossible. And not only that, but it took you 10 minutes to get yourself set up just to even get there in the first place, because you had to wait for the boats, and you had to jump around with Yoshi, and the second Yoshi touches the water, Yoshi dies, and then you have to go back to the beginning. It just was not fun. Another thing I didn't like, the water tank. Why? Why is that? Why do you need the water tank in the game? You, it sort of limits you too, in the sense that every level that you have to play has to have water in it. So like every level was beach themed. Every level had the same water and the same brown sand and the same green trees and everything like that. So the IGN article was talking about how there was all this variety in the individually themed worlds, but everything looked exactly the same, and the tasks were all very similar in every world. And not only that, but then every level had at least one section where you just had to spray and clean stuff up, or like chase Shadow Mario and spray him. And it's just, it's not, it didn't make the game fun at all. I also had some problems with the controls. One thing that I kept trying to do, and I guess this is sort of on me because I'm used to doing this in other Mario games, but the long jump. I really missed the long jump in this game. It's just, yeah, I I miss doing the long jump. I had a lot of issues too when it came to like the flippy jump to jump higher and stuff like that. Just, I don't know, the controls, I did not enjoy them at all. And then I just want to talk a little bit as well about the the story of the game. So, I don't even know what the story was, to be honest. Like, you know how in original Mario games, you make it to the castle and then you beat the castle and then it's like your princess is in another castle. Okay, then let's move on to the next world. I, unless I wasn't paying attention, which is entirely possible because I did check out a lot in this game, but I don't remember very many story points besides the beginning and then in the middle when you're in the park and you fight the Mecha Bowser. And then I don't remember seeing Bowser or Peach or anything like that until the very end of the game when you're actually fighting Bowser. And what was the point of the story where, like, what was the point of the story where Bowser Jr. is calling Princess Peach mom? And then at the end they're like, oh yeah, I was just kidding about that. Like, what was the point of the story? I don't understand. But yeah, I don't know, it's just weird. Like I said, I did enjoy parts of it. I did enjoy the Pinna Park level. That one was pretty fun. I did enjoy, well, I enjoyed a little bit of some of the other levels, I guess. But a lot of it was just like cleaning stuff up and jumping on wires and the secret levels. And yeah, I just did not have fun with this game. So if I were to give it an overall score, just thinking about it, well, I said that The Last of Us, I would give it a 7 or an 8 out of 10. So, thinking back on it, I would say I would give The Last of Us an 8 out of 10. This game has to be at least 2 points below that. But at the same time, when I think about just in my head a scoring system, I feel really bad ever giving a game less than a 5 unless it's truly terrible, which has happened before with games. I've played a lot of N64 games, a lot of like the shovelware games that just haven't been fun. I haven't played like a really bad game in a long time just because I've been choosing games that have been better reviewed, I guess you could say. So if I were to give this game an overall score, I would say uh I would give it maybe a 6 out of 10. And if Well, I don't know if I'm ever gonna come back and play it, honestly. Like, never say never, obviously, but I don't have the nostalgia for this game like I did for Super Mario 64, for example, that made me want to play it again on the Switch. Um, but yeah, overall, I would say a 6 out of 10. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed this review. Hopefully, you know, my points actually made sense and you agree with them. Even if you disagree, that's fine as well. I'd be more than happy to talk about it in the comments. But if you enjoyed the game, if you enjoyed the review, if you enjoyed anything, or if you didn't enjoy anything, please leave a comment, leave a like on the video. I'm more than happy to talk to people about this and about games in general. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. We're going to be starting another game soon. I'm not too sure what it's going to be yet, but hopefully you enjoy, and talk to you guys later.